Welcome back. This is Benjamin with OpenFirePitCooking.com, and today we'll be making lasagna over the open fire. So, a good lasagna is only really three ingredients. You got your meat, your sauce, and your cheese. So, whatever your favorite sauce is. So, I'm going to be building a sauce with some diced tomatoes and real tomatoes. And the cheeses that I'm choosing to use today is going to be some cottage cheese, some ricotta cheese, and then, of course, some mozzarella I'll be sprinkling on there. So, got a lot of cheese. The meats that I'm going to be using is some ground beef and then some strip steaks. And then I'm going to be using raw noodles. I'm not pre-cooking them. I'm going to lay them in the sauce the way it is. Then when I'm cooking on my meat, I'm going to do that first. I'm going to mix in some chopped garlic and some new onions. So I'm going to cut all this up, and then we'll be back when I'm about to put this on the grill. Welcome back. We got our pan here on the coals getting hot, and we're going to start adding our ingredients to make our meat. So I cut up all the onions and garlic. Let me throw that in there real quick. Then I got my ground beef. Let that go. I'm gonna add some other spices. My oregano plant died, so I'm just gonna use some dried oregano today. So I'm gonna sprinkle that in there. And then I got this Italian herb blended grinder, so I'm gonna put some of that in there as well. Bust up all that burger. Then I'm going to add my stripped stir-fry meat. Once this all browns up, I'm going to pull it off, stick it in a bowl, and then we're going to build our lasagna. So we'll be back when we're ready to do that. So thank you for stopping by. Okay, now we're back. We got the meat in this bowl here. We got our pan off the grill. I opened up the cheeses, mixed it in with some oregano, and I got sauce here ready to go. So I'm going to build this real quick. First, I'm going to pour a little sauce in the bottom of the pan. I'm going to cover that whole bottom of the pan. And then your noodles, you just break them off to the size that you want them. Throw them in there. And overlap them a little bit. Get them all in there. And then I'm going to put some cheese on there. And while this is cooking, everything will melt down. It'll soak into them noodles, and the noodles will cook just fine. So don't worry about pre-cooking your noodles. I'm gonna throw some meat in there. It's important that your pan also has a top on it, because so use a Dutch oven or like one of these where it's a 2-in-1, or it can be used as a Dutch oven. Oh, and then we'll throw some more sauce in there. And then I'm going to top each layer off with another thing of mozzarella cheese. I don't build these too often, but it's raining today. You probably can hear. It's a little chilly, but this is always good in the wintertime. We don't really have a wintertime here, but this is as close as it gets, so. And then I'm gonna put another layer of sauce in there. And use whatever sauce you like. I don't know if you make a marinara. I just bought one and added some diced tomatoes in there. Doesn't look like we're going to get too many more layers in here, but I got another Dutch oven, so we can make 2 of these. Maybe I can squeeze another little layer in there. This is gonna be the top. And I sliced up some little cherry tomatoes, so I'm gonna just put the top on with that too. You know, I usually put some fresh basil and oregano on there, but I forgot to water my plants and they decided to leave me. So I'm just gonna throw some other basil on there. So that's that. And then we'll close it up, set it on the fire. Welcome back. I got my lasagnas built. I threw them on here. I'm gonna put coals on the top too, so that it cooks it just like an oven, just like you would do a Dutch oven. That's what we're doing here. Help brown up all that cheese. So put several coals all the way around. I don't really want too many coals up underneath of this one because I don't want the bottom to burn. But I did surround the Dutch oven with coals, so. We'll probably come back and check on this in about 10-15 minutes. See how it's doing. I want these coals up on top so they can brown the cheese and cook from the top down too. So, if you don't have an outdoor fire pit, you can just throw these pans in the oven too. No problem. So we'll be back about 15 minutes when it's time to check on these pans. So I'll see you then. Okay, so it's been about 12 minutes. I'm gonna go check, see what this is doing here. Take a peek. Ooh. Okay, that one's looking good. Okay, yeah, that's looking great. So I'm gonna turn these so that I can get an even cook on them. We'll let them go for another 8 to 10 minutes. So we'll be back. Okay, welcome back. It's been about 15 minutes actually. Our timer's going off. So we're gonna check on the lasagna, see how it's doing. Oh my god. Okay. That looks beautiful. So I'm gonna take these off of the coals. I'm gonna leave the. Let me check the other one. Yeah, that's going good. I'm gonna take these off of the coals. But I'm gonna leave the coals on the top for about another 5 to 10 more minutes, and then I'm gonna prep this station for garlic bread. And I got this little marinade pot. I'm just gonna melt up some butter real quick. And some garlic. Some roasted garlic in there. We'll let that melt up and we'll be back when we're ready to check on this lasagna. Thank you for stopping by. So we let the coals cook the top for about 5 minutes. Then we took off the coals, put them off to the side to cool down. Our butter's melted and our toaster oven is set up. So I'm gonna start making up some garlic bread. And this is that butter and garlic mixture. Just brush it on. So a lot of times that smoky flavor people think come from the wood, which it does, but another thing that it comes from is when the drippings drip down into the coals and they steam up and they smell good, and all that flavor goes right into whatever it is that you're cooking. So this garlic bread is going to be amazing. That should be good for this side. Give it a minute and I'll flip it over. I like this grate. This grate is just real handy. And if you noticed, my pit is not like concreted in or nothing. It's just everything's modular. Whatever I need to do, I can just move things around, and I like it that way. So maybe one day I'll concrete everything in, but I think the inside of the pit, I want to be able to move things around in case I want to do rotisseries or toaster or Dutch oven cooking or charbroiler. So I kind of like my setup, and it's real simple. It's easy. It's these bricks you can get at any hardware store, and then I just I'm a collector of random barbecue things. When people leave, they ask me if I want to grill, and I get little interesting pieces that I just use. So I really love this. My lasagna is looking amazing. Let's see if I can flip these over and they're getting toasted. Yeah, see that? They're getting real nice toasted. Flip it over. I'm going to hit it with the butter on this side too. Well, that one's getting a little bit too much done. This is going to taste amazing with this lasagna. I'm excited already. Not every day I say toast smells amazing, but it does. I like this little grill. It leaves those charbroiler looking marks on the toast too. And everybody's smiling. It's smelling good. I can't help myself. I'm sorry. You want to try some?
Yeah. Oh, good.
Yeah?
Here.
Thanks.
So good.
You want to try this right now? You want to throw these on there? You want to throw them on there? Just throw them on there. Get them all on there. And then paint them with the butter. Use some more butter in there.
Yeah.
Oh, when I sprinkled that garlic powder on the bread, I mean, the garlic smell is just coming from the charcoal is amazing. So hopefully that goes into that toast. So our garlic bread's almost done. We got the lasagna. It should be cooled off now. These cast iron pans keep it warm for a pretty long time. So we're going to pull the toast off. We're going to cut up the lasagna and plate it, and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. All of the garlic bread is done. This is cooled down, so we're going to open it up, look at it. Oh, try to get it on the plate. Look at that lasagna right there. Isn't that amazing? So hopefully, I'm not very good at getting this out of this pan, but let's see if we can be successful today. You want to hold this plate real quickly?
Okay.
See if I can get this out of here without it all falling apart. Oops.
Okay.
There's some garlic bread on there. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but it's hard for me to get. Can I try some? Oh my God.
Mmm.
Yeah, it's
So good.
So if you want to try lasagna outside, don't be afraid. That's how you do it. Hopefully you'll be more successful than me getting it out of the pan. So I hope you like this recipe. Hope you try it. It's a hit in my house. So thank you for stopping by OpenFirepitCooking.com. Have a great day.